is on. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback. Losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. One, but incomplete.
Trust me, Brandon, I'm not about to try and take your job. I can't do what you do. But that wasn't just 3 and out. That felt like 3 and backwards.
That's exactly what it was. You can have my job whenever you want it. The drive that you're looking for, though, probably going forward, bad start to the ball game.
Yeah, not the way to get things going.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Fielded at about the 28. Oh, now he bowls him over. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll be knocked down sideways. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen. The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. Sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have you ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Let's go. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. 20. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. The numbers for Williams a week ago, he was pretty prophetic. He said before that game, I want to get in the end zone often. He got there 3 times.
Yeah, it's one thing to catch a lot of footballs. That is important, but it's what you do after the catch that can make you great. And he had a great game last week.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Come on, let's go!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a
different story.
Long night.
Fresh set of downs here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd down. That's Glover. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Play clock winding down. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
And now here comes Kansas City. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. A quick hitter to Sherman, the fullback. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Green 39! Green 39!
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Looking to throw. And some space here. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. One quarter in the books. 9-0 our score. And we're back to Arrowhead after this. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. And he'll give it here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
I don't know if there's any other way to put it, but that play was blown up right from the snap. How about the guys on the defensive side of the ball? It's almost like they were in the offensive huddle.
Yeah, it's one thing to stand him up from that 1-yard line. Pushing him back to the 5, though. Wow.
Yeah, I like what you just said there. Not just stand them up, but end up making a play on the other side of the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Come on, let's go!
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And that will make this a 16-point lead. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Let's go!
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And a quick throw here. That's complete. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Come on, let's go!
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That was very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. They'll set up a throw. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
The Steelers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go!
Now back to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. The Steelers send out their punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taking it about the 16. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sense that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
First down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They run the counter now on first down. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Here we go. 38.
Back to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Now for the point after. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They run a draw here on second down. And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Taken in at the 22. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. You know, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game. Normally, that's not the down and distance that you call a draw play. You're usually wanting to wait to 2nd or 3rd down with a definite passing situation before that play is dialed up.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. A reminder with halftime approaching, when we get there, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Larry Ridley will have first half highlights and analysis.
And I hope he's iced down his throat because he's got a lot to get through because we've had no shortage of points scored in the first half.
It has been a fun track meet. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. They'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And an alley to run. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through it at the 36. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And with that, they'll take a 1-point lead here in the second. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be.
There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And that'll make this a 6-point game. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back to throw. He's going to loft one. Deep left side. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. They'll look to throw now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Garner. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. He'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
All right, Brandon, back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get you caught up on all the highlights from the first half. The Chiefs trail at home at halftime. The Steelers will want to come out after the half and really put the pressure on from the start. All right, let's do this. Here's the first half highlights. Steelers with the ball midway through 1. Truth's able to get open here, and he'll win the sprint to the end zone. Now after the fumble, the pass ends up being picked off. Wimpers is the one who makes the pick, halting the offense's drive. second. Here we'll get a pass into the end zone, and it's caught for the score. That pushes the lead to 16. First and 10. Armstrong's by himself here. He gone as he sprints into the end zone. Trailing now by 9. Now first and 10. Here the defense will come up with the pick. Steelers defense comes away with the turnover. After the INT, offense comes out now. Here the throw is hurried and picked off. Huber is going to turn it around for a touchdown. Chiefs down now by 2. First and 10. Gardner's got the catch here, and he'll take this all the way for the touchdown. They go up by 6. That'll do it for us here at EA Sports Studios. Let's get back out to Brandon and Charles for the call of the second half. Brandon.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Hang on now. Green, 39.
They'll set up to throw. And some room to roam now. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll run with Davis. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Going to give this time to the tailback. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point. And they're able to run it in. It started with the battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Point after try forthcoming. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd. That time a 9-play drive. And it was finished by the touchdown run from the 15. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And 3 touchdown passes so far, but it hasn't been enough.
And the guys that I know that run teams in the NFL, they think it's because they haven't done enough. Despite what we're seeing here, 3 touchdown passes, looks good. In his mind, he's thinking, I just have to find a way to do more.
Yeah, he might be thinking I need 4 and 5, maybe 6.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rodriguez. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Complete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to churn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there, but guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on 3rd down.
Pass situation.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Over the middle, complete. It's Rodriguez. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go.
They go play action here on 1st down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Here we go. Grand 38.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. 12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh 1st.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Back to throw now on 1st down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness. Just about got him into the end zone.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for a 4th quarter lead. And his kick here is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front. But then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now a a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Second down now after the pass completion.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives them a new set of downs. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Here we go. Red 38.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. They'll run it now out of the gun. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. So the solid run on 1st, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Oh, no, he lost the football. Does the big boy have the juice? And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And the numbers show the improvement, and this is kind of what we thought we would expect to see from him. I know we overanalyze these things sometimes, but what switch? What's flipped that switch?
Sometimes I think when you're as great as he is, you just kind of roll out each game and expect good things to happen. And that's not always the case. Those guys on the other side of the ball, they're in the NFL too for a reason. So maybe at halftime he gets a chance to regroup, kind of get it back together, get a little extra resolve, and now he's putting it into practice.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Let's go. 3-19.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, but all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late.
39. Green, 39.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go now. 3-19.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Back to throw. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And this one is right through. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. And now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so, but this one's not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And the Steelers set to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And he will find his man on the outside. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. And the spike comes now with just under 40 ticks left. The Steelers on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And Charles, he hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
Exactly. And this was by far the most nerve-wracking. They just stepped up and calmly banged it through.
This is taken near the 13. Well, this one, partner, was fun down at the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for Pittsburgh, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.